Hey man, so our mission today, whether I choose to accept it or not, is to try to get the sweet potatoes dug. Mariah's already started, so she got 2 or 3 rows up, looks like 2, and I don't remember for sure. I think we've got 6 or 7 more, possibly 8. I'll be bringing you men along as we go. We do have, I am very interested in this. This is the first time we've planted this variety. It's called Vardaman. It's a bush variety. If you've ever planted sweet potatoes, you know the vines can literally run 25 feet. It just becomes a huge mess. What I've seen so far is that this Vardaman has a reduced yield. You do get more into an area though, so I don't know. We'll probably do an experiment next year where we do a patch of these along with a patch of something more traditional. But there you go. We're going to try to get all the sweet potatoes dug today. All right, there's the first one. That's not too shabby. If I had to guess, I'd say that's 5 pounds. Mariah doesn't like the big ones because she has to cook them. But when you're cooking for as many people as we are, you know, that's not as big a deal in my opinion. Of course, I don't have to cook them. So that's the first one. If I remember correctly, there's 25 plants per row. So what's 5 times 25? 75? 75? No, 125. 125. So if there's 125, if that holds true, and there's 100, and that's a guess, I should go weigh them real quick. 125 pounds per row, and we've got a total of, I think there were like 11 rows originally. So we might have 1,000 pounds of sweet potatoes. Don't ask me where we're storing all of them. I have no idea. Let me see if I can show you how I do this real quick. So even with this being a bush variety, there's all kinds of vines going everywhere. So you got to kind of trace the vines back to where they go. Yes, I know doing this in the mud is not the best way to do it. All right, here we go. All right, so you find that stem. And maybe with this ground being so soft, I can just pull them up. Okay, so that's a lot less on this one. Sometimes though, you leave a bunch in the ground if you're not careful. I did not appear to have done that this time though. Alright, so that's probably more like 2 pounds. So maybe my original estimate is going to be off. I don't know. I should weigh these. I'm not going to though. Alright, we'll keep going. Okay, watch this. These forks make everything easier. I can't decide what I think about these Vardaman. Occasionally we'll have this is why you're supposed to harvest on the right dates. So every once in a while you'll have one with a great yield. Like this one's pretty good. But this is above average. But Mariah likes them because of these vines. You know, a regular sweet potato, you have literally 25-foot long vines, huge, long piles of them. If you were actually homesteading, that would be what you want because they're hay. You can feed them to animals and they love them. But this mud is making it a little more difficult. All right. Thank you, bud.
That was it?
Yeah. See, that's a pretty good one right there.
Oh, wow.
There might be more in here too. I feel like you're being greedy though when you look for more after that. The problem is we waited too long to harvest these things. And so they're starting to rot, some of them. We're bad about not getting things done on time. That's why in the rain it's bad. For when they're sitting in wet, that's when they rot. So that's why I'm out here and just trying to get them harvested now. But not too shabby. We'll see what we get. I might not get all these done today, but hopefully I'll get a lot of them. All right, so I think we got 4 rows dug. Here's the second of the 2 wheelbarrows.
I said he's not my brother.
And right now we're stacking them in here. We stacked them a little too far apart. I wasn't here to personally supervise this. So that's 1 wheelbarrow. We got a second wheelbarrow. And then I'll walk you up there and show you what we got done and what we got left to do. These sweet potatoes, the Vardaman's actually doing pretty good the more I dig them. We should have dug them a month ago, maybe 6 weeks ago, but they're pretty good yield. Every once in a while you'll hit one that's got nothing on it, but I think I maybe left a lot of them behind. Early on I was using the shovel because I couldn't find the turning fork, and I finally found the turning fork laying in the garden. I had to have a sharp word with my wife. And so now I'm finding more. So I should probably go back and hit some of those other earlier ones and see if I find anything. But what we got is, I think I've done 4 rows now. I think Mariah had done 2. And it looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 left to do. But I'm not going to get it all done tonight. But these sweet potatoes, man, they're like the perfect homestead thing. Especially if you live... I'm sorry, let me take that back. They're perfect homestead prep and stuff for people who live in warmer with longer growing seasons. 3 to 4 months growing season. It's like a complete food almost. Nothing's a complete food. But it's really nutritious, lots of calories, grows easy. You can use the vines. You can actually eat the vines. They're not. You can treat them like a green. They're pretty good. But the issue is storage. That building, you can. I'm not sure what y'all can see right now. Maybe you can see that building behind me. It's one of the brethren. He put a bug out up here and then got a different place he liked better. So the building's still here, but it's going to go away at some point when he decides to move it. So I can't really store long-term in there. I've got a couple of ideas, but who knows when that'll come to fruition. I'm just so behind on all my different projects. Although we're close to having the solar panels up and running. Very close, maybe like this close. So there you go, homesteading meets prepping. And sweet potatoes is like almost the perfect marriage of homesteading and prepping. They store really easy too. All right, man, there you go. I'm gonna get back to work. It's actually starting to rain again. It's not like it wasn't raining before. This is, you ever watch like Doug and Stacy or the Elliott Homestead or anything? Mariah watches them, I don't watch them, but she tells me about it. This is perfect, beautiful homestead. That has not been my experience. Of course, we're working 5 days a week right now. Anyway, it's just mud and muck. It's fun though, I enjoy it. But sometimes life dictates your schedule. And I'm terrible at schedule anyway, but anywho. So that's all the mud you see back there. All the more rain. And like I said, man, we appreciate you. Thank you.